We're at the home of everything Frederick. It's 401 North Market Street, right in downtown. I am with Rob Callahan. You are running for office.
That is correct.
And in an off year, not a non-presidential year, not an off year. Off year elections or non-presidential elections are tough as a candidate. Yeah?
Well, I don't know because this is my first time.
I'm
just diving into this, so this is new to me.
All right.
I'm definitely getting outside of my comfort zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's, I guess, back up a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about Frederick and these elections for the city. Some things have changed for the city and county, right? So the districts are changing a little bit. For
the city of Frederick, they just had a charter amendment which basically changed the format for electing city representatives.
Okay.
Prior to this change, there were 5 aldermen that were elected to represent the city, and they weren't geographical. They were 5 essentially at-large members that represented the whole city. Now what they did is they changed it. Now they're referred to as council members, and there's 2 at large that represent the whole city. Then there's 5 distinct, clearly defined districts for the other 5.
Gotcha.
And actually, that's kind of one of the reasons that intrigued me to enter this race, because prior to this this new change, you could essentially have 5 representatives that live on the same block downtown,
right,
running the whole city. Now you have influence.
You really have
from the
your
different
constituents,
That's
right?
correct,
right.
Yeah.
There's more. You have more buy-in with your neighbors when you're representing kind of that group. And I'll tell you this: the city itself, from Hillcrest to Rosemont Avenue, it could be different.
Yeah,
it's different needs, different requirements,
yeah.
and yeah.
Even though ultimately we all have the same interests
Sure.
with the health of the city, but yeah, there's very distinct needs in different sections of the city, and primarily, and maybe rightfully so, in a large extent, a lot of focus was downtown.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the original city, but
Sure.
since I have lived here, the district that is now District 5. I've been there for over 30 years out of Whittier. So I pretty much watched the whole district
I think I'm
be
in
built.
your district now.
Yeah,
okay.
I physically watched what is now District 5 being built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
my wife, she retired as an educator. She worked in District 5. My kids were born and raised there. You know, went through high school there. So there is a big connection. I, in addition to my professional career, you know, I used to volunteer at the firehouse right up the street here at Juniors for over 36 years. I've been a member there, and then I was a member of the Advanced Technical Rescue Team, which is, you know, located not technically in District 5, but right across the street from District 5.
Yeah, very close. What is it about right now? I know you said because of this change. Have you been interested in politics recently, and just then you thought maybe this is a good opportunity, or?
So I've always had an interest in politics, mainly as a taxpayer and a citizen. And I've worked 33 years in the government in Washington, D.C., in the fire department there. And I was at the working end of government.
Right.
I call it like the tip of the arrow or whatever.
Right.
I was on the working end as opposed to the policy end. But I always had an interest in it.
Yeah.
And this time with the new district assignments, and the fact that I'm running as a Republican and no Republican stepped forward to run. So I just didn't think it was a good idea to have, the first time there's a District 5, not to be represented, not to have competition, because I believe competition will drive good decisions.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, 100% agree with you on that. And, you know, I think right now in this day and age, we need people to step up, and from both sides, everywhere, because I think change can be really good and keep things fresh initiatives, fresh perspectives in our local governments as well. What do you hope? Let's just describe, what is a council member's job? What do you do? Because I don't think a lot of people know our government very well, and how it's formed.
Again, I'm just getting into this.
Yeah.
So I can say from the sidelines what I think they should do. They should represent the best interests of the city residents,
Right.
and make sure, our government is run, economically efficient and effective.
Yeah.
I don't really know the inner workings because I'm not part of that club.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons I'm running.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I'm not one getting in this because I'm dissatisfied with it. I love living in the city, and I think the city does a great job. All the departments are they're very responsive.
Yeah.
So I have some concerns, but not so much with the services. I think it's a well-run city for the most part. I just want to get involved, have some say in it, and keep it going in the right direction.
Yeah.
And there are some things that I would like to see change as well.
Yeah. I mean, look,
or added to it, expand it.
Yeah. I mean, I think anytime you have any city and a lot of people want their input, and just, again, like you're saying, understanding the inner workings, seeing how things can flow and how you might be able to influence them, again, to help out your district and the city itself. City's growing by leaps and bounds. So there's more and more people coming in, and that obviously leads to opportunity and things like that as well. So are you retired? Are you still working?
Yes, I did 33 years in the fire department in DC. I retired. I've been retired 7 years.
Okay.
After that, I was doing some teaching, fire service teaching, around the country, but COVID kind of put a stop to that. And then I worked at a local distillery, trying to learn that business. Worked at a local brewery, trying to learn that business. And then after that, it kind of led me into getting into a small business, which I opened up a hot dog cart, and I would sell hot dogs at all the local breweries.
I've seen you at Rockwell on East Street before. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I recognize you, and just like so many other people, I've interacted with a ton of people during that short time that I had the hot dog cart, and it was a great experience, and it really started to really expand, and I needed to either expand it, and it was taking too much time, so I sold the business. Yes.
Yeah. So how can people help you right now? Because right now you guys are full in. The election is in September. There is a primary in August. If there are a couple other people running against one another to primary out, what can we do to help?
So what you can do to help, we're still working on our website now to give you more information about myself and what my views are. Obviously, we'll have an app where you can donate and help. It's a smaller district. It's not, it's not going to take a tremendous amount of money, I think. But we don't have anything right now. But it's going to be a grassroots campaign, and it's going to be knocking on doors of a lot of people that I already know. And just trying to get the vote out. Like you said, it's an off-election year. It's going to be hard to get the people out, but we have time in November, so I'll be getting the website up, and people will be able to find out more and to see what's going on, and hopefully I'll have more exposure like this and be able to get the message out.
Well, we're certainly going to try to make plans to have you back getting closer to the election when people are paying a little bit more attention, and we'll make sure once your website gets up and rolling that we'll have all of that as well. So important to get involved in your local politics. All politics is local, and there's a reason for that, because everything that starts here moves up the chain. So Rob Callahan, District 5, you might want to check. Your district may have changed. I know my polling place changed for this one as well. So keep an eye out on those things that are being mailed out right now as we speak. I want to thank you so much for making the time.
The city's website does have a very clearly defined district. So prior to, it wasn't very clear in the paper, the photo, but the website they did a good job with that.
All right, we'll make sure and have that up as well, and check that out. Make sure you're informed. An informed citizen is the best citizen.